Hi everyone! In today's video, I'll show you how to make raw, dairy-free tiramisu. Let's start with the bottom layer. You can either make a crust, which is what I'll do, or double the ladyfinger layer, which we'll make in a little bit, and use it as the bottom and middle layers. To make the crust, add walnuts, medjool dates and instant espresso powder to a food processor and process the ingredients until they begin to stick together. Keep in mind that espresso powder is not raw, so if you want this tiramisu to be completely raw, use raw cacao powder instead. I know it's not the same as espresso powder, but it is an option. Transfer the crust to a 6-inch springform pan and press it down into an even layer. The next layer is mascarpone cream. To keep the tiramisu dairy-free, I'm using cashews. Add the cashews to a bowl and let them soak for about 8 hours. Once soaked, drain the soaking water and add the cashews to a high-speed blender. The next ingredients are coconut cream. I'm using homemade coconut cream made out of fresh coconuts. I'll leave a link to the recipe in the description box below. Maple syrup and coconut oil. Blend on high until completely smooth. Pour half of the cream onto the crust and reserve the other half for later. Tap the springform pan a few times to smooth out the top and get rid of any air bubbles. Transfer the springform pan to the freezer to let the cream firm up slightly for about 30 minutes. It's really important that the cream is at least semi-firm to hold the ladyfinger layer. Talking about ladyfingers, while the springform pan is in the freezer, make the ladyfingers. Add almond flour, medjool dates, cocoa powder, and instant espresso powder to a food processor and process the ingredients until they begin to stick together. Just like with the crust, transfer the mixture to a 6-inch springform pan and press it into an even layer. The springform pan serves just as a guide, you don't necessarily need it. I like to cut the ladyfingers into 6 wedges, but the shape is up to you. Place one ladyfinger at a time onto the cream and gently press it in. Finally, pour the second half of the cream on top of the ladyfingers. You can also lightly dust the cream with cocoa powder. Freeze the tiramisu for at least 6 hours, ideally overnight, so it firms up and easily pulls away from the springform pan. And that's it. Gorgeous, decadent tiramisu. Personally, I don't drink coffee, but I've always enjoyed the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, which is why I love this tiramisu so much, because it's got the aroma of coffee without the overpowering flavor. What do you think?
Yeah, there's no bitter aftertaste. Like it tastes like the smell of coffee. You're walking into like a coffee shop or the office with a freshly brewed pot of coffee. That aroma is captured in the flavor of this tiramisu with the creaminess of the cashew filling. It's like a coffee with milk and sugar in it, or cream and sugar in it. So that's lovely without the bitter aftertaste. And then the base is kind of chewy. The ladyfingers are also kind of chewy. Delicious.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.